You grew up eating these. You have no idea what's actually in them. One famous cream filling has never contained cream. One brand spelled a word wrong on purpose to avoid food laws. One iconic decoration was added just to charge more money and accidentally became the most recognized logo in snack history. This is every snack cake explained. Twinkie. Chicago, 1930. A baker named James Dewar had shortcake pans sitting idle between strawberry seasons. He filled them with banana cream and sold 2 for a nickel. He named them after a billboard for twinkle toe shoes. The original had real bananas and real cream. World War II banana rationing forced a swap to vanilla. Bananas came back after the war. Americans never asked for the original. The cream today is vegetable shortening whipped with air and sugar. No dairy. The shelf life is 25 days, not decades. Hostess went bankrupt in 2012 and shut down for 8 months. Twinkies disappeared from shelves. People panicked, hoarded, and sold old boxes on eBay for hundreds of dollars. A new company bought the brand and restarted production in 2013. James Dewar ate 3 Twinkies a day until he died. Twinkies were the best darn tootin' idea I ever had, he told the Chicago Tribune in 1980. Hostess Cupcake. First sold May 10th, 1919. The oldest mass-produced snack cake in America, 11 years older than the Twinkie. The original was just a plain chocolate cupcake, no filling, no squiggle, 5 cents each. In 1947, a production worker named Doc Rice was told to improve it. He borrowed the cream injection machine from the Twinkie line and added vanilla filling. Then he drew a white line across the top to separate Hostess from competitors. The straight line became a squiggle somewhere in production. Nobody planned it as a logo. By 2011, Hostess was selling over 600 million cupcakes per year. That squiggle is one of the most recognized marks in American food. There are exactly 7 of them on every cupcake. Fans notice when it's off. Tastykake disputed the first snack cake claim in 2004. The argument was never legally resolved. Oatmeal cream pie. Little Debbie's best-selling product since 1960. 2 soft oatmeal cookies around a thick layer of filling. Look at the packaging. It says C-R-E-M-E, not cream. That's not a typo. FDA rules require that anything labeled cream contain actual dairy. Little Debbie's filling is vegetable shortening and sugar, no dairy at all. By spelling it cream, they legally sidestep the requirement without making a false claim. The same trick runs across Hostess cupcakes, Twinkies, Ding Dongs, and dozens of other products. Most Americans have eaten cream their entire lives without noticing the spelling. The oatmeal cream pie was the first product Little Debbie ever sold. It launched at 49 cents for a family pack of individually wrapped cakes, cheaper than anything Hostess offered, and never left the top of the sales chart. Little Debbie. Little Debbie is a real person. She's still involved in the company. In 1960, founder O.D. McKee needed a name for his new family pack of snack cakes. A packaging supplier suggested using a family member. O.D. chose his 4-year-old granddaughter, Debbie. Her parents didn't find out their daughter was the brand mascot until the first cartons were already at the printer. The company, McKee Foods, based in Collegedale, Tennessee, has never gone public. It's been family-owned since O.D. started selling 5-cent cakes from the back of his 1928 Whippet during the Depression. The 3rd and 4th generations of McKees run it now. No shareholders, no quarterly earnings pressure, no obligation to Wall Street. While Hostess went bankrupt twice, McKee quietly became the largest snack cake company in the U.S. by volume. They now ship over 900 million cartons per year. Debbie McKee Fowler, the original girl in the straw hat, currently serves as chairman of the board. Ding dong! Drake's made it first. They called it the Ring Ding, and it launched in 1958. Hostess introduced their version, the Ding Dong, 9 years later in 1967. For decades, the two companies sold the same product in different regions under different names, and Hostess couldn't use Ding Dong in markets where Ring Dings were sold. They renamed theirs Big Wheels on the East Coast to avoid the conflict. Then King Dons for a while. The naming war lasted until McKee Foods bought Drake's in 2013, and both products ended up under the same corporate roof. The original Ding Dong came wrapped in individual squares of aluminum foil to protect the chocolate coating during transport. Hostess switched to plastic in the 1990s. The foil wrapper became one of the most mourned, discontinued features in snack cake history. The cake was identical. The experience of opening it was not. Cosmic Brownie. Little Debbie introduced it in 1999. Dense, fudgy brownie, thick chocolate frosting, rainbow candy discs pressed into the top. Those discs are not chocolate. They are wax-coated candy discs, similar to sixlets. The wax coating is why they never melt, never stain your fingers, and have that distinct snap instead of a chocolate taste. Biting one gives you a shell that breaks like hard candy, not like chocolate. The brownie itself uses no butter. It's vegetable oil and enriched flour. The frosting is a ganache-style fudge layer, which is why the top stays shiny and firm rather than crusting over like a regular brownie. Little Debbie's fastest-growing product immediately after launch. The rainbow disc texture became so associated with Cosmic Brownie that any brownie without them now reads as incomplete to an entire generation of Americans who grew up eating them. Zebra Cake. Little Debbie launched it in 1988. White cake, cream filling, white confectionery coating, dark chocolate stripes. That coating is not white chocolate. White chocolate requires cocoa butter by law. The coating on a zebra cake is made from palm kernel oil and sugar, technically a confectionery coating or compound coating. It tastes sweeter and waxier than real chocolate because it has a higher melting point and less cocoa content. The FDA doesn't allow it to be labeled as chocolate. Little Debbie uses the exact same cake and coating formula for Christmas trees, Valentine hearts, Easter eggs, and Halloween versions. Only the mold changes. This seasonal strategy is why zebra cakes appear in 8 different shapes throughout the year without a single recipe change. Snowball. Hostess introduced it in 1947. Chocolate cake, cream filling, marshmallow exterior, dyed coconut. The marshmallow layer is structural, not decorative. Without it, the coconut has nothing to stick to and the whole format collapses.
The marshmallow gets sprayed on as a liquid and sets around the cake before the coconut gets applied. The pink color is completely artificial. Original snowballs were white. Hostess added pink dye at some point, and it became so associated with the product that white versions now feel wrong to people who grew up with pink. 4 separate components, each with a technical reason to exist. The cake for structure, the filling for moisture, the marshmallow as adhesive, and the coconut for texture. It's one of the more engineered snack cakes in the category, disguised as something simple and nostalgic. Honey Bun. The only snack cake on this list made with yeast-raised dough. Every other cake uses baking powder or baking soda. The Honey Bun uses real yeast, which is why it has that distinct, chewy texture and slightly bready taste that sets it apart from everything else in the snack aisle.
The dough gets rolled with cinnamon and sugar, spiraled, fried in vegetable oil, then either glazed with hard sugar or left plain. It was designed as a meal substitute, not a snack. The calorie count is roughly double most other snack cakes, which is part of why it became the dominant currency in American prisons. Dense calories, long shelf life, individually wrapped. Prison economists built informal markets around honey buns. A 2012 study of the Florida prison system found honey buns functioning as de facto money, used to pay debts and purchase services between inmates. Nutty Buddy. Little Debbie introduced it in 1963. Crispy wafer layers, peanut butter filling, chocolate compound coating. The legal distinction matters here. A Nutty Buddy sits in an undefined space between snack cake and candy bar. The wafers are baked, not extruded. The peanut butter is pressed between layers under tension. The chocolate coating is compound, palm kernel oil and cocoa, not real chocolate.
The texture combination, crispy wafer, dense peanut butter, hard shell, is technically different from anything else in the snack cake aisle. Reese's and Little Debbie have historically operated in similar shelf space with similar flavor profiles. The legal boundary between a snack cake and a candy bar is largely a distribution and retail category distinction, not an ingredient one. Nutty Buddy has sat comfortably on the snack cake shelf for 60 years regardless. Swiss roll. The format is 200 years old. The packaged American version is Little Debbie's second best-selling product after the oatmeal cream pie. The original European Swiss roll predates American snack cakes entirely. Thin sponge cake, cream filling, rolled while still warm and flexible enough to hold the spiral without cracking. Cool it and it sets permanently. Little Debbie's version adds a compound chocolate coating after rolling. Hostess makes ho-hos. Drake's makes yodels.
All three use the same underlying format: roll while warm, coat after cooling. The differences are in chocolate type, filling sweetness, and coating thickness. Ho-Hos were discontinued by Hostess in December 2025 with no announcement. The product simply stopped appearing on shelves. Hostess has not commented publicly on why. For the Hostess version of one of the most widely recognized snack formats in America, it ended without a press release. Ho-Hos. The Swiss roll format is 200 years old. Little Debbie put it in a box in 1964. Drake's had yodels since 1962. Hostess joined last, launching Ho-Hos in 1967, handmade by a single San Francisco bakery. The format is identical across all three: thin chocolate sponge baked flat, spread with cream filling, rolled while still warm before it cracks, coated in compound chocolate after cooling. What separated them was coating thickness, filling sweetness, and how much the chocolate tasted like chocolate versus palm oil. For 58 years, Ho-Hos were one of Hostess's most reliable sellers. In December 2025, they disappeared from shelves without a press release, without an announcement, without a word from Hostess. Fans noticed when grandmother's shopping lists went unfilled. The product quietly vanished from the Hostess website. No reason was ever given. Yodels still exist. Swiss cake rolls still exist. The format that started in Central Europe 2 centuries ago survived the bankruptcy of 2 major American snack companies. One of the 3 versions is now gone, and the company that made it chose not to say goodbye. Powdered donut. It's not a donut in any traditional sense. It doesn't rise with yeast. It isn't hand-shaped. It's dense cake batter, fried in vegetable oil, cut into rings by machine, and then tumbled warm through powdered sugar so the coating sticks while the surface is still tacky with oil. Traditional donuts use yeast, require proofing time, and have a chewy, bready texture. The packaged powdered donut, Hostess Donettes, Little Debbie, Entenmann's, uses baking soda as the leavener. The result is a denser, more uniform crumb that holds its shape during industrial frying and doesn't go stale as fast. The powdered sugar tumbling process is the critical step. Too early and the sugar absorbs oil and turns translucent. Too late and it won't adhere. The window is narrow enough that Hostess automated it as a precision-timed process. Donuts have been on shelves since the 1950s. They became a breakfast staple, a gas station fixture, and the thing you eat out of a bag in the car without thinking about it too hard. They are not donuts. The name works anyway.